My name is Mark, and I'm grateful that you're here with me tonight. Welcome to the Quiet Hour, a gentle place where you can set aside the noise of the day and allow your heart and mind to become still. This is a time to slow the rhythm of your thoughts, to release the weight you have been carrying, and to rest in a calm and peaceful space. As you listen, let your shoulders soften, let the muscles in your face loosen, and allow your breath to move in and out with quiet ease, as if each breath is gently settling you a little deeper into rest. If you can, make your surroundings comfortable and peaceful, perhaps a soft light or a room that feels safe and quiet, where the evening has already begun to wrap itself around you. There is no hurry here, no pressure, nothing to achieve, just a gentle invitation to be present, to slow down, and to rest. Let the stillness of this moment meet you where you are, and let your body know that it is safe to unwind, safe to release, safe to be quiet. If you feel at home here, take a moment to subscribe to the channel. It's quick, and it helps keep this project going, allowing us to continue creating these moments of peace for you and for others who need them. Tonight, we will read from the book of Psalms, chapter 103. Let these sacred words rest gently over your heart as you listen in quiet reverence. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me, bless his holy name. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits, who forgiveth all thine iniquities, who healeth all thy diseases, who redeemeth thy life from destruction, who crowneth thee with loving kindness and tender mercies, who satisfieth thy mouth with good things, so that thy youth is renewed like the eagles. The Lord executeth righteousness and judgment for all that are oppressed. He made known his ways unto Moses, his acts unto the children of Israel. The Lord is merciful and gracious, slow to anger, and plenteous in mercy. He will not always chide, neither will he keep his anger forever. He hath not dealt with us after our sins, nor rewarded us according to our iniquities. For as the heaven is high above the earth, so great is his mercy toward them that fear him. As far as the east is from the west, so far hath he removed our transgressions from us. Like as a father pitieth his children, so the Lord pitieth them that fear him. For he knoweth our frame. He remembereth that we are dust. As for man, his days are as grass, as a flower of the field, so he flourisheth. For the wind passeth over it, and it is gone, and the place thereof shall know it no more. But the mercy of the Lord is from everlasting to everlasting upon them that fear him, and his righteousness unto children's children. To such as keep his covenant, and to those that remember his commandments to do them, the Lord hath prepared his throne in the heavens, and his kingdom ruleth over all. Bless the Lord, ye his angels, that excel in strength, that do his commandments, hearkening unto the voice of his word. Bless ye the Lord, all ye his hosts, ye ministers of his that do his pleasure. Bless the Lord, all his works in all places of his dominion. Bless the Lord, O my soul. As you rest here in the quiet, let these words settle gently within you. Psalm 103 speaks to the soul with a deep tenderness, reminding us that we are seen, known, and cared for by a God whose mercy does not waver with the passing of time. I am here with you, sitting beside you in this stillness, and together we let these truths move slowly through the heart. There is no need to analyze or strive. Simply listen and allow your soul to breathe. This psalm speaks of forgiveness, of compassion, of a love that does not measure us by our failures or shortcomings. It tells us that the one who formed us understands our frailty, understands our limits, and remembers that we are dust. Tonight, if you feel weary from expectations placed upon you, whether by others or by your own thoughts, let this truth soften the weight you carry. You do not need to be perfect here. You do not need to hold yourself together with effort or tension. You are allowed to rest in the assurance that you are loved by a God who is patient, gentle, and slow to anger. There may be moments in your life that rise quietly in your memory as you listen. Moments where you felt unworthy, where mistakes felt heavy, where you questioned whether grace still had room for you. This psalm answers those fears with a calm and unwavering voice. It tells us that mercy stretches farther than we can imagine, reaching across the full span of our lives. As far as the east is from the west, so far does God remove what burdens the conscience and weighs down the heart. In this night silence, you are invited to let go of what you no longer need to carry. If your thoughts feel restless, if worry has followed you into the evening, take a slow breath and notice how gently the psalm reveals God's nearness. He redeems, He restores, He surrounds with loving kindness. These are not distant ideas. They are words meant to meet real fears, real uncertainty, real grief. You may be walking through a season where answers feel unclear, or where you feel small in the face of circumstances beyond your control. The psalm does not dismiss this reality. Instead, it reminds you that even in your smallness, you are held with compassion. There is something deeply comforting in the way the psalm speaks about our limited days, comparing them to grass and flowers that rise for a time and then fade. At first, such imagery may seem sobering, but in the quiet of the night, it becomes surprisingly gentle. It releases us from the illusion that we must carry the world alone. We do not have to outrun time or strive endlessly for control. The psalm invites us to accept our humanity with peace, trusting that God's love spans beyond the briefness of our days and remains steady when everything else feels fragile. Perhaps tonight you feel tired from trying to be strong. Perhaps you have spent your day pushing through, managing responsibilities, holding in emotions that had no space to be expressed. Let this be a place where you no longer need to push. The mercy of God in this psalm is not stern or demanding. It is calm, steady, and kind. It meets you gently, without condemnation, and allows you to rest in the truth that you are not alone in your weakness, your uncertainty, or your longing. Notice how the psalm speaks of God satisfying the inner life with good things, renewing what feels worn, restoring what has been drained by the demands of living. If you feel emotionally or spiritually tired, you may sense that longing for renewal within yourself. In this moment, you do not need to force that renewal to happen. Simply allow the promise to rest over you like a quiet blanket. You are being reminded that your soul is not forgotten, that your inner life matters, that God is attentive to every unseen burden. The psalm also widens the view beyond the individual heart, lifting our thoughts gently toward the vastness of God's rule and presence. His throne is established, His kingdom endures, and creation itself is called to bless Him. In the quiet of the night, this brings a subtle kind of peace. The world does not rest on your shoulders. The order of life does not depend on your strength. You are allowed to release control, to breathe, to trust that there is a greater presence holding all things together, even when you cannot see how. If anxiety tries to follow you into this moment, let the gentle truth of this psalm stand beside you. God's compassion is not fragile. His patience is not thin. He does not treat you according to your fears or failures, but according to His kindness. Tonight, you can rest in that kindness. You can let your soul loosen its grip on worry. You can allow your heart to trust, even if only in small, quiet ways, that you are deeply known and deeply cared for. As we remain here in the quiet, let your soul continue to rest in the tenderness of what this psalm has spoken. There is no need to move quickly through these thoughts. Let them unfold slowly, like calm waves touching the shore and then drifting back again. You are still in the presence of the same mercy the psalm describes, a mercy that does not rush you, does not demand anything of you, and does not withdraw when you feel tired or uncertain. In the softness of the night, the psalm's words about God knowing our frame take on a deeper warmth. He understands the weight you carry even when you do not speak of it. He knows the thoughts you struggle to quiet, the emotions you try to manage on your own, the silent questions that rest just beneath the surface of your day. You do not need to explain yourself to Him in order to be understood. You are already known with a depth that reaches into every hidden place of your life. And rather than leaving you exposed, this kind of knowing surrounds you with compassion. There are moments in life that make us feel fragile, not only in body, but in spirit. Seasons where strength feels thin, where hope feels distant, where it becomes difficult to see beyond the present moment. In such times, it can feel as though we are standing alone in a wide and empty space. Yet this psalm gently reminds us that even in our frailty, we are not abandoned. The one who formed us does not look upon our weakness with disappointment. Instead, he looks upon us with care, inviting us to rest rather than to strain, to trust rather than to fear. As you lie here, perhaps in the quiet glow of a soft light or in the peaceful darkness of the room, allow yourself to feel the safety of that truth. You are not required to be strong right now. You are not being measured or evaluated. You are simply being held in the calm assurance of God's presence, which remains steady whether you feel confident or uncertain, hopeful or weary. In this place of rest, you can finally release the tension that so often lives in the background of your days. The Psalm's vision of God's mercy stretching beyond time invites the heart into a deeper stillness. It tells us that His kindness does not fade with our changing moods, our shifting circumstances, or the passing of years. His compassion is not something fragile that must be earned or protected. It is vast, enduring, and deeply anchored in His nature. When fear tries to convince you that love might be withdrawn or that grace might run out, this psalm stands quietly against that fear, reminding you that God's mercy remains even when everything else feels uncertain. There is also a quiet humility woven through the psalm's reflections on human life, a reminder that our days are brief and fragile. Yet, rather than stirring anxiety, this truth gently untangles the burdens we place upon ourselves. It allows you to step out of the constant pressure to prove, to accomplish, to carry more than your soul was meant to hold. Tonight, you are invited to rest in the simple truth of being present, of existing in this moment without effort or striving, allowing your heart to soften into trust. In the stillness, imagine the night as something that gently wraps around you, not heavy or dark, but soft and protective. The world grows quiet, responsibilities pause, and the noise of the day slowly dissolves. Here, in this calm space, you are reminded that you do not walk through life alone. The God whose mercy spans beyond the horizons is near to you even now, watching over your heart with patience and tenderness, whether you fully sense His presence or simply rest in the hope of it. There may be areas of your life that feel unfinished, unresolved, or uncertain, things you carry into the night because they cannot yet be fixed or solved. Rather than resisting those uncertainties, allow them to rest gently in the hands of the one who already holds every moment of your life. You do not need to resolve everything before you sleep. You do not need to reach clarity or control. You are free to release the unfinished pieces of your day into His care, trusting that His compassion remains with you even in the middle of what is not yet complete. Let your breathing remain slow and unhurried. Feel the quiet rhythm of rest settling into your body and spirit. You are safe here, safe to let go, safe to surrender the weight of the day, safe to trust that God's mercy continues to surround you even as you drift toward sleep. Nothing is demanded of you in this moment. You are simply being allowed to rest under the gentle watch of a love that does not fail. Stay in this calm space. Let your heart remain open to the quiet assurance of God's kindness. The night is peaceful, and you are held within that peace, carried gently by the compassion of the one who knows you, understands you, and remains lovingly near. Holy God, as we rest in the quiet of this night, we turn our hearts toward you with softness and humility. We come with the same spirit we heard in the psalm, lifting our souls in quiet gratitude, not with loud words or effort, but with a gentle awareness of your presence. We breathe slowly, and with each breath we remember that every good and tender gift in our lives has come from your hand. In this calm space, we offer you our thoughts, our weariness, our questions, and our hopes, trusting that you receive them with compassion. We thank you for the mercy spoken so gently in this psalm, the mercy that does not measure us by our failures, the mercy that forgives what burdens the heart, the mercy that removes guilt and shame as far as the east is from the west. Tonight, we place before you the parts of our lives that still feel heavy, the regrets we carry quietly inside, the mistakes we wish we could undo. We do not hide them. We do not pretend to be stronger than we are. Instead, we release them into your loving care, trusting that your forgiveness is deeper than our weakness and steadier than our fears. Lord, we thank you for the tenderness with which you see us. You know our frame. You know the limits of our strength. You understand the burdens that are too heavy for us to carry alone. For every moment when we have felt fragile, for every day where our hearts have been tired, for every season when hope has seemed distant, we bring those memories into your presence now. We ask that you wrap them gently in your compassion, that you whisper peace into the places within us that have been anxious, restless, or afraid. We remember that you redeem our lives from destruction, that you surround us with loving kindness and tender mercies, even when we do not always notice or understand the ways you are caring for us. Tonight, we thank you for the quiet ways you have guarded us, sustained us, and carried us through moments we did not think we could endure. We thank you for every unseen protection, every silent comfort, every gentle strength that has come from you alone. We rest in the assurance that your faithfulness has never left us, not for a moment. Lord, for the parts of our lives that still feel uncertain, we place them into your hands. There may be worries we cannot resolve tonight, questions that remain unanswered, or situations that weigh upon our minds, even as we lie down to rest. We do not try to control them here. Instead, we surrender them softly to you. We trust that your wisdom is greater than our understanding, and that your compassion remains with us even when we cannot yet see the outcome. Teach our hearts to rest in your care instead of in our own effort. We thank you for the promise of renewal spoken in this psalm, the promise that you restore what feels worn and weary, that you refresh the soul the way gentle strength renews the eagle's youth. For every part of us that feels drained by the struggles of the day or the weight of life, we ask for a quiet renewal tonight. Not a loud change, not a sudden rush of energy, but a calm restoration that settles into our spirit as we sleep. Let peace move slowly through us like a soft light in the darkness, reminding us that we are held, watched over, and loved. We acknowledge, Lord, the fragile nature of our days, the brevity of our lives, and the reality that we cannot hold on to everything or control every moment. Instead of fearing this truth, help us to receive it with humility and trust. Let it free us from pressure, from striving, from the false belief that everything depends on our strength. Remind us that even as our lives pass like grass in the wind, your mercy endures beyond all time, and your love remains constant from generation to generation. As we rest tonight, we choose to lean gently into that promise. We ask that you surround us with the quiet assurance of your presence. Let our thoughts soften. Let our hearts release tension. Let our bodies feel safe enough to rest. If fear tries to whisper or worry tries to rise, meet those thoughts with your calm, steady kindness. Remind us that you are near, that you have not forgotten us, and that your compassion remains steady even in the silence of the night. We bless you, Lord, with the quiet voice of our souls, not with noise, not with effort, but with gratitude and trust. We bless you for your goodness, for your patience, for your loving kindness that never fades. And as we continue in this prayer, we rest more deeply in your presence, allowing our hearts to grow still, knowing that we are safe with you in this peaceful night. Lord, we remain here with you, continuing in the same quiet prayer, letting our hearts sink more deeply into your presence. We do not hurry this moment. We do not try to shape it into anything other than what it already is. We simply stay, like someone resting beside still waters, allowing the calm to move slowly through the mind and the body. You are near, and that nearness is enough for us right now. We bring to you the tired parts of ourselves that we rarely speak about, the hidden anxieties, the small griefs that linger beneath the surface, the quiet disappointments that have settled into the corners of the heart. You see them without us needing to name them, and you hold them without impatience. Where we feel worn from the weight of living, lay your gentle hand upon us. Where we feel empty, fill the emptiness not with noise or activity, but with the steady reassurance of your love. We rest, God, in the truth that your compassion is not fragile. You do not grow weary of us. You do not tire of hearing our prayers or seeing our weakness. You know our frame. You remember that we are dust. Tonight, that truth becomes a comfort rather than a wound. We do not have to rise above our humanity. We do not have to pretend to be stronger than we are. You meet us exactly here in our limits, and you do so with kindness. For every fear that tries to linger in the mind as the night grows quiet, we place it softly before you. The fear of the future, the fear of loss, the fear of failure, the fear of being unseen or unheard. You know each one. Let your mercy, spoken so clearly in the psalm, move gently over those fears like a calm tide washing a restless shore, not forcing them away, not pushing them down, simply easing them, softening them, loosening their hold. We surrender to you, God, the things we cannot fix tonight, the conversations we wish had gone differently, the choices we still think about, the responsibilities that wait for us tomorrow. We lay them in your hands, not as people giving up in despair, but as children trusting someone wiser and kinder than themselves. We accept that we do not have to carry everything alone. We accept that your care for us is steady even when our thoughts are not. Let your loving kindness, which crowns and surrounds, rest upon us now like a gentle covering. Let it wrap the mind that will not easily quiet. Let it soothe the heart that still feels unsettled. Let it hold the body that has worked, strained, or worried its way through the day. Let the truth of your steadfast love move through us more deeply than our anxieties, more deeply than our self-judgment, more deeply than any voice that speaks without compassion. We think of how the psalm lifts our eyes to your everlasting mercy and your unshakable reign, and we let that reality ease the tension of trying to be in control. Your throne is secure. Your kingdom rules over all. The world does not rest upon our shoulders. Our lives do not depend upon our constant effort to manage every detail. Let that truth sink into us like warm light into a dark room, calming what is restless, steadying what feels unstable. For the one who feels alone tonight, draw near in a way that is gentle and quiet, like the soft presence of someone sitting close without needing to speak. For the one who feels ashamed, let the promise of forgiveness settle deeply, removing the heavy weight of guilt. For the one who feels sorrow, hold the heart that aches, without rushing it, without demanding it to heal before its time. For the one who feels numb or distant, be present even in the absence of feeling, reminding them that your faithfulness is not dependent on emotion. As the night deepens, we ask that your peace would also deepen within us. Let it reach into the places where the mind usually wanders, into the corners of thought where worries like to hide. Let it move through memories, through expectations, through unfinished plans, through unspoken fears. Let it fill the space around us and within us until everything grows quiet, like a calm lake under a starlit sky. Teach us the gentle act of letting go, not in a dramatic way, not in a way that forces or strains, but in the simple release that comes when we realize we are safe. Safe to close our eyes. Safe to rest. Safe to stop thinking for a while. Safe to trust that you remain watchful even when we are no longer awake to notice it. As we lie down, let our hearts lean into that safety, like a child resting against a loving presence. We rest in your mercy that spans from everlasting to everlasting. We rest in your kindness that does not fade with time. We rest in your patience that does not run out. We rest in your knowledge of us, which sees everything and yet keeps loving without hesitation. We rest in your gentleness, which lifts burdens without harshness and guides without fear. And as our thoughts grow slower and quieter, as breath finds its own calm rhythm, let your presence be the soft background of this night. No need for many words now. No need for effort. Only the quiet awareness that you are here, that we are held, that nothing in this moment is outside of your care. We drift toward rest under your watchful love, unhurried, unafraid, held in a peace that does not need to be explained. Lord, we remain here with you in this deep and quiet place, where words grow softer and the heart begins to loosen its grip on the day. We continue in the same gentle prayer, not moving away from this stillness, but sinking further into it, like settling slowly into calm waters that hold us without effort. We rest in your presence, and we allow that awareness to become quieter, slower, more tender with each passing moment. We bring to you, in silence, the final traces of strain that linger in our thoughts, the moments of the day that still echo inside us, the worries that occasionally rise to the surface, the memories that have not yet faded from the mind. We do not fight them. We do not chase them away. Instead, we allow them to rest softly before you, trusting that your compassion is already surrounding every unsteady place within us. Where our thoughts feel restless, cover them with peace. Where our emotions feel unsettled, let your gentleness soothe them like a calm breeze passing over still water. We yield, slowly and quietly, the desire to understand everything, to manage everything, to hold everything in our hands. We surrender not out of defeat, but out of trust. Trust that you remain awake when we cannot. Trust that you remain faithful when our strength runs thin. Trust that your mercy is wider than our fears and deeper than our uncertainty. We let that trust settle into us like a soft weight, grounding us, steadying us, comforting us without pressure or demand. In this quiet prayer, we ask that you cradle the parts of our hearts that feel fragile, the places where grief still whispers, the corners of the soul where disappointment rests, the quiet fears about tomorrow that we do not always speak aloud. Lay your hand gently there with kindness that does not rush and tenderness that does not wound. Let those fragile places feel safe enough to rest, safe enough to release, safe enough to be still in your presence. We offer to you the relationships that linger in our thoughts, the people we love, the conversations that shaped our day, the burdens we carry for others in silence. We place them softly into your care, trusting that your love for them is greater than our worry, and that your wisdom reaches further than our limited understanding. Let our concern transform slowly into trust, not through force, but through the quiet assurance that nothing and no one is beyond your compassionate attention. As the night deepens, we ask that your peace deepen within us as well. Let it settle over our breathing, over our pulse, over the rhythm of our thoughts. Let it rest upon our bodies like a gentle covering, easing tension from the places that have worked and strained, loosening the tightness that stress has left behind. Let peace move through us slowly, tenderly, until every part of us understands that it is safe to let go, safe to rest, safe to fall into quietness without fear. We think of the mercy spoken in the psalm, everlasting, steady, unchanging, and we let that truth become the soft foundation beneath our rest. We do not need to earn it. We do not need to prove ourselves worthy of it. We simply receive it, as a tired soul receives warmth from a calm and gentle light. Let that mercy surround us like the quiet sky surrounds the earth, constant and vast, holding us with a patience that does not diminish through time. If there are questions within us that remain unanswered, we place them into your hands without resistance. If there are uncertainties that linger at the edges of our thoughts, we allow them to drift slowly into the quiet of your care. We do not need resolution tonight. We do not need clarity or explanation. We need only the assurance that we are not alone in the unknown, that your presence remains near even when our path is dim, that your compassion watches over us even when our minds are already drifting toward sleep. Let this night become a gentle sanctuary for the soul. Let the air feel softer, the room feel calmer, the silence feel safe and embracing. Let every sound grow distant, every worry fade quietly into the background until only the whisper of peace remains. Let our hearts grow lighter, our minds grow quieter, our breathing slow into a rhythm that feels unhurried and free. We rest beneath your watch, Lord, not with effort, not with striving, but with a quiet surrender that settles deeper with each breath. We release our thoughts one by one, allowing them to drift away into stillness. We loosen the grip of tension around the spirit. We allow ourselves to be small, to be at rest, to be gently held by a love that does not falter, a love that remains even when consciousness fades and the world slips softly into silence. Stay near us as we rest. Watch over us as we sleep. Let your presence remain like a soft and steady light in the background of our dreams, guiding, guarding, comforting without words, without noise, without effort. Let the final traces of worry dissolve into quiet trust until all that remains is peace, deep, slow, and tender, settling over us like night settling gently upon the earth.